She's a little angry today. But one thing I know about this place is if the rain holds off, it will drain fast. The water will come down. Woohoo, I'm here. Working on unpacking and raked out a nice spot for the teepee. Got power there. This is a split level site, so your little party spot's down at the bottom. So not the site I wanted, but this is what happens when you wait when they announce a Patreon outing and you don't get your campsite immediately. You end up with the split level site. But hey, bathroom's right there. I got electricity. I'm only a couple 100 feet from the Flower Gold Wizard. It's going to be a great spot. And it seems to be a fairly level campsite. That tent site there is nice, and this one here has a little slope to it, but somewhere in here we'll get the second tent set up and we'll be good to go. I'll take another video here in about 20 minutes. Well, alright, I got the truck all switched back into gold mining mode, ready to head to the creek. It has just started sprinkling, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover that back up. Got the teepee set up, got power ran. What else? Oh yeah, built a kitchen. I'll go down the little staircase here. I didn't feel like messing with ice for 4 days, so I brought the cooler, my little baby fridge. I just plugged in and loaded up. We got food in that one, something to cook on, something to sit on, and this is the rest of our mess kit for the kitchen. I do have a tarp. I'm about to cover all of that with a tarp just so it doesn't get any more water on anything. And I'm going to go take a little ride through the campground, pick up some food for this thing, and then probably start heading for the creek. I am definitely itching to get down there. So, home sweet home for the next 4 days. Zach will get here. I don't know, he might want to put his tent on that nice flat spot there or back over here. We'll see when Zach gets here what he wants to do. So, alright, see you soon. Well, my first trip in. I stopped by the bridge. A couple guys in there working. Creek's come down quite a bit. Still really angry, but not like it was earlier. Got the cart. Lots of extra stuff. I'm going to leave some of this by the creek. Hopefully I can get in here in one trip tomorrow then. But see ya at the creek in a second here. Yeah, I'd say she was a little angry. Look, the water was clear up into there. And it's way down there now. Oh, it's very, very slippery down here. I come down that hill and thought I was going head first into this creek again. Wouldn't have been any better than the last time. I'm wearing my hoodie and everything. But down there's where I'm trying to get to. I got to clear me a little trail through the woods to get there. So this is going to be a challenge because I know where I want to be. It's already deep. And with the water this high, it's going to be really deep. But hopefully if the rain holds off by tomorrow, this will all be ankle deep again. Well, I had to clear a little path because the way I normally go is got 3 feet of water and mud in it right now. But I got down to the spot where I want to be. There's a little bit of bank here. This is approximately, I bet this is pretty much exactly where I fell in that video. But the goal, that right there is where we've been sluicing. I got a pretty good hole going underneath this tree. And I'd like to keep digging all the way across. And hopefully I'll get enough rocks where I can make a dam right here. And I'll be able to just sluice right here where I'm digging. The goal for today, get 4 or 5 buckets stockpiled. Get a good start on that dam. hopefully the water goes down. Otherwise, I'm going to have to carry buckets up to there. That'll be the only option for sluicing. And you can see where that rock bar is. That's that one where normally that's all exposed. So that tells you how high the water is. I'm really hoping by the end of the video you'll be able to see that whole rock bar again. Going in raw today. No waders. Sandals, shorts. I just worked up a heck of a sweat with all of my hoodie and pant legs on. Making that trail, so stepping into that cold water is going to feel pretty refreshing. Unfortunately, last Saturday when I was here, it was 100 degrees out and the water was incredibly refreshing. I don't think it's going to be quite the same today, but nothing to it but to do it. I got to dig my classifier and bucket out of the backpack, and I got a stack of buckets over here. And I plan on digging until every one of them buckets is full, and then I'm gonna sluice. So I don't know, I probably have 10 or 12 buckets and a couple of them big floppy buckets. So if I could get 4 or 5 filled up right now, I'll be super happy. So I'm gonna get in there and get her did. I'll check back with you guys in a little while. So I didn't get any more video in the creek because I had to make a quick evacuation. It started to pour like bad, big, huge raindrops. However, I did get 5 buckets of dirt classified, set up on the bank, ready to sluice in the morning. So off to a good start that way. I came back, made a pot of coffee, got my cup of coffee, went up there to the bathroom, took me a nice warm shower, put some dry clothes on, and I'm going to work my way down to the Wizards and see if he's got anywhere for us to sit out of the rain. Otherwise, I'm going to come back here, and I got just enough canopy. I can set a chair up and sit comfortably. I could scooch the canopy over a little bit, I guess, but for now, this is camping. Well, all right, it's day 2, Friday morning, the official start. We're geared up, just had breakfast, coffee. Had a soggy night in the tent, but it's 98% dry on the inside. Mason was high and dry. My daughter was sleeping in there last night. Zach just showed up. And we are pretty much getting in the truck to head to the creek right now. And get going on the day. It shows no rain for the rest of the day. Hopefully the creek went down some overnight. And we will be able to get her done. Anyhow, see you guys all very soon. This is amazing. We got the Glacial Gold Hunter and the Flower Gold Wizard live in the creek. Whew. The creek is very angry. It's higher today than it was yesterday. All right. I get to finally meet the man in person.
Howdy.
Howdy. All right. Look at all the people as far as you can see. Just a total creek takeover. There won't be a flake of gold left. New guys, old guys, people smoking cigarettes. It's everywhere. What a great day. And no sun. It's a beautiful day to be working outside. Little pause for the cause. Time to get some snacks in us. We got a couple coolers full of water and snacks, and I got the 3 sluices. There's my new big 12-inch, Dean's 10-inch, Zach's 10-inch, all ready to rock. I got 2 buckets over there, 12 more I need to carry over, and Zach's got 5, I think. So I've had help classifying, and I had a head start yesterday, so that's why I'm so far ahead of Zach. But everybody else is doing good. I panned one shovel full with that Bateo pan and found 6 or 8 specks in it. Pretty happy with that. Only took me 35 or 45 minutes to figure out how to use that pan. Glacier Gold Hunter's still here. We got guys from the Toma Gold Mining Club here. All kinds of Flower Gold Wizard home team people. And there's the rig bone. Hanging out, supervising. But I will get some video once we get set up sluicing. After we eat, Donna's going to start feeding the 2 sluices, and I'm going to pack buckets to her. Our attempt to get a dam across here has failed because the creek refuses to go down. So same as always, dig here, haul the dirt up to there, sluice. Could be worse. All right, guys. Got Donna feeding the super sluice and Dean sluice. We got all our buckets up with a little help from the garden cart. Me and Zach 2-manned it. Worked well. You can't see it right now, but we do see gold in the first little bit of that. There is no mat on this flare, and then that flare is full of gold. So we're doing great. What are we, 3 buckets in? Pretty quick here. I'm gonna have to switch buckets out for 14 total, all about that full. So we are really hoping for some good. I'm gonna come up and check on these guys. There's so many of my classifiers in the creek today, it's just awesome to see. Mr. Chad Lee, are you rich yet? We're all rich, right? Oh, I don't think that tree was falling over yesterday. I would have cut it down. I do have a saw with.
Yeah. I blame Jason. That's where he was digging it a couple months ago.
Yeah, he's digging in the bank. Digging in the bank, yeah. You know, when the water's up, it was all the way up to there, to that tree. Way up over here. Oh, that's got to be 35 feet across. So. Oh, you changed out your feet, or is this a different one? Different one? But at least you're able to sluice here.
Right.
I just had to pack all of my stuff up the creek. Yeah, because same as last time. But I'm not going to wander that much further. I'm going to go back here. She needs a bucket swap anyway. But I got a 10-inch sluice and a 12-inch sluice running, and she's just scoop, 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 scoop. They're running.
I was just telling him a little earlier, I normally brings 2 down and set up 2, but even this high.
Yeah, I brought 2-foot long 2x4s, made my dam on them, and
That's a good idea.
that, yeah. I had a spot in town when I was prospecting once where there was some old wood, and I built the dam with the wood and the rocks. But yeah, for that base layer, I don't know if you walked down and saw them. They're so sweet. They're just set right up, and I need legs like that for the end. I got rocks underneath the bottom, but yeah, the ends of all 3 of the sluices are out of the water. So just what you want, right? All right, guys.
Good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
So are you the one in St. Peter, Florida?
I'm in 19.
Oh, you're 19.
Yeah. Look at the flare on that guy. Is that 20 inches to 10?
I guess. I don't know.
That looks pretty close to double, maybe 18, huh? I run 1.5 on ours, but I wasn't sure if that was too much or not. But looking at yours run, that's a nice ripple you got, dead center in there too. I think the flare makes all the difference in the world. True, true. Okay. Yeah. pause the video. Donna's ready for a restart. Look at that, running right out. Okay, be right back. All right. Got her a bucket swapped out. And we're gonna come down and say hi to the rest of these guys. There's another one of my classifiers. How you like that thing?
I love it.
It's awesome. That other lady wanted to buy one too. I was like, oh, I only brought so many. I suppose I could have sold Dean's, but then I have to make them a new one. And I'm gonna need a little break from classifiers while I get this big job I'm on done. And you've been hard at it panning all day. Got anything good to show me in there?
I got a decent one right there.
Oh yeah, where's my camera at? Alright, man, I got such a glare, I can't even see my own finger.
It'd be better if I cover it with
There we
water.
go. Well, it's not wanting to show
Get it
me.
in the shade under you or something.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Man, that is a nice piece of gold too. Oh, okay. There we go. There it is. Tried to find it. I think I'm holding the phone upside down now. I am. But nice piece of gold right there. And many more like it in your pan, I'm assuming.
Well, not this one. I went about 5 pans with not much.
Not much.
Yeah. It's where you find it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's elusive. Got the potato pan running here. Pretty sure it's potato. No, it's potato in the US. Potato! Yeah, that thing's awesome. I got to play with it for 1 shovel's worth and I really liked it. I'm probably going to have to buy one. But, okay, working my way down the creek. How have you been doing down here?
Starting to peter out a little bit.
Me too. That's why I'm walking it off right now. I told her, I says, I'm going to go down and say hi to everybody. And then I'll go back and I'm going to sluice for a while. So
Seeing anything in there?
yeah, all the indicator mat on the 10 inch is lit up. And I only have the little bit on the 12 inch.
Oh, nice.
And it's lit up too. So
Sweet.
yeah, better be. There's 14 buckets going through there. Got Jason giving a lesson here. He gave me the same lesson, and that was how I learned how to pan.
I like to keep that in motion right there, and I'll take my fingers and I'll rake some of these out of there. And I'm using my pan to wash the mud off them while I'm doing that at the same time. Just like that. I'm doing it over the riffles, so I'm not dragging up the flat side of the pan right here. See that? Just like that. You just take some off. Once you start getting, don't be afraid to run your fingers through that. That'll make the heavy stuff fall through that easier. I mean, you can hardly poke your fingers through that and touch the bottom of the pan, right? So and I'll do it when I'm doing this. Goes right through, right?
Oh yeah.
Goes right through and you touch the bottom of the pan and no problem at all. That's what you want to do to get the gold and the black sand to sink down to the bottom. Now you can get a little bit aggressive with this. Now you see I have this pan tilted that way. I'm trying to get the gold to ride in this edge down there. So I got it tipped at that angle. And I'll dump some of that top stuff off. And you can flatten it out, bring it back, flatten it out. If you swirl it, you're kind of losing your progress here because you're trying to get the material right there, and if you swirl it, well, it's not there. It's spinning around the pan, yeah.
So kind of back and forth.
Yep, just like that at a nice angle. Tip it up a little bit more. Get it, tip it back, and then as you're vibrating left and right, you're tipping that pan at the same time.
And washes
Yep.
loose stuff away.
Washes the loose stuff away, and then it exposes more of these larger ones. So I'll bury that again. Run my hand up nice and clean. I've been doing this all day. I'm getting a cramp.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Here we go. A couple more of those, and we can pull off some more of those larger rocks. Just like this, right over the riffles.
You can keep it in the water when you pull them bigger rocks off.
Yep.
So they come off
I'm
easier.
maneuvering the pan around. I'm holding this hand still on those rocks, and I'm maneuvering the pan, washing them up. Yep. Just like that. And I'll get that down to roughly, I mean, this is probably farther down than you'd want to go just starting out. I got a pretty good handle on this. Now you get that material down to about that amount, you can pick some of these little guys out of there if you want. You want to tap it just a little bit, flatten it out, so the gold has an opportunity to come in contact with the pan.
So it kind of sticks to it. Right?
Yep, the gold will stick to that pan. And you tap it up a little bit. Give it a couple more of these here just to settle it through that material again. Give it another couple of taps.
That kind of sinks it to the bottom
Yep.
when you do that.
And then when you want to pull back to see if you have anything, you just kind of get a small amount of water in here just like this. And you start vibrating a little bit, and you tip your pan just a little bit, just like that. Just like that. That vibration will move all this stuff, but it will not move the gold.
So move the
Not
lighter
much.
Stuff.
Yep. And there is a couple pieces in there. Couple pieces right there.
Oh yeah.
Pretty small.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Cool.
Let them go, let them grow.
Yeah. That's kind of what to do.
That's the same lesson you gave me last fall, and that's the only reason I know how to pan. So that was great. I'm gonna put that in the video, maybe even make a short of it, because Jason is literally, I've talked about it many times, so how he showed me how to do it just last fall, just like that, almost word for word. How you doing?
Good?
Yeah?
Yep.
Ooh, there's a hole. You seen anything in there? Or?
I'm seeing a little bit. There's a couple specks in there. It's always nice to see.
My little sluice, the 10-inch with the full indicator mat, you can see quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I just have the head mat, the little bit, and you could see it in there. So I told her I was going to come down here and video you guys a little bit, and then I'm going to take over sluicing. Oh, is that a big one?
There's a big one there.
There is a big
That
one.
might even be a picker. I can see it
Oh,
from
I don't
here.
want to step in front of here, but let's see. Tip of my finger, you can see that plain as day in the camera. We're not even zoomed in. Boy, that is a nice flake, nice flake. So I'm gonna go down and feed mine. Hopefully I can see the same thing.
Yep.
That's probably when I dug up and floated down to you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there's people way down there, but I'm not walking that far. So get a little zoom. Whole crew of them down there. There's a guy way over there. There's a few that have petered out for the day. What is it, about 3 o'clock now almost? So, okay, I am heading back to feed mine. It looks like it's my turn. Alright, we get way in there. Can we see? No. Got one piece way down there. Right there. It's not gold, I don't think, but if it is, woohoo! Yeah, I gotta move over and I'm just not gonna walk around. There is gold in there. Hard to see at the moment. Got the 4-foot cleanup sluice here at Jason's camp where everybody's over there using that really nice stuff. I didn't want to wait my turn. So here we are. We got gold all over in there. There you can see a whole big pile of it. You see way more in the camera than you do with your naked eye. Holy cow. But about halfway down, we're still seeing some. Look at that. That's looking good, looking good. Well, it's all in there now. Time to get it in a pan. There's kind of a bigger piece there. There's another Some bigger ones there. Here we go, bigger ones there. Oh, there's one cleaning out. Okay. Trying the super zoom. I'm not seeing it much though. There we go.
She's like, yeah, she's like, she's like,
Let me save you some time,
not,
Dad.
not in my house, not in my yard.
I like your white car down
I gotta do what I gotta do, but
I like the white car down there.
yeah. She's a lot of fun. I'm very diligent.
When I was a kid, I used to
Even if they say cat friendly areas, I'm like,
All right, gonna shut her down, get her in a pack. Saturday morning, a little bit of coffee, some phone time. Weather might rain today, and it might not. It's gonna be warmer, so a few hours on the creek today, and then 12 o'clock I gotta go to the Toma Gold Club meeting in the pavilion. Meet those guys, see if I can become a member of the Gold Club that is 30 minutes from my house. So it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Just getting going for the day. I did get my gold all cleaned up last night. It looks really nice in the pan, and I showed it off to everybody and totally forgot to take pictures of it. So I'll have to do a snuffer dump again later and get a better idea of how much gold was there. So you'll be in suspense until I get a chance to do that. Heading to the creek,
Beautiful quartz right there.
watching Glacial Gold Hunter's most recent video on the way. Gotta have my Saturday tradition. Jason and Ryan are right behind us. A couple other people are already there. Looks like the weather's gonna be great. Well, we made quite a bit of progress. The dam is just about across. He's attempting to slowly sluice on the little bit we've got. Zach and I are heading up for lunch in that meeting with the other group. Lots of people out here working. And right where my shovel is, I got back into that good orange gooey stuff. I was digging right here in the winter time, but it's been so deep I haven't been able to get in there. So I got 6 buckets for an even 20 for the weekend, but I think I'm probably gonna have to do 5 or 6 more out of that hole yet today and tomorrow. So after lunch we'll be back for more. Lunch break in the pavilion. Got the Toma and the Wausau GPAA clubs. They put on a great lunch for us. We got some table raffles. They're about to do some giveaways. Got our tickets out and ready. Gonna try to win. They got a couple gold nuggets, little panning station. And it's been a great time sitting with Mr. Jason, getting some knowledge. A couple other guys from all over Ohio and Australia, and it's been a good day to get a chance to chit chat with everyone. So, all right, be back in the creek in no time. Okay, it's forever later. We just finished having lunch over there, and raffle prizes. I won this cool gold grabber. I also won these scissors, this awesome Miners 10 Commandments picture, which is gonna look great behind my computer. I got this cool little bottle for feeding critters, and you guys, if you know anything about me, I got lots of critters we take and help out. These awesome prospector buttons, a couple of them, and some more syringes for sucking up gold. Zach won the whole yak tracks. These are pretty awesome, actually. And you got a grill scrubber and a GPAA hat. So how cool is that? We stopped in for lunch, spent a little money on raffles, and we're leaving loaded up. Now we have to head to the creek. We got about 10 buckets waiting for us. We're gonna go get it done, join the party back at Jason's. As promised, we have returned to the creek. We had to do a little bit more work on our dam. We barely have enough flow, but it is flowing nice and slow. The gold is dropping out. We can see it in the riffles. James has been working this hole here for 2 days straight. First time out, right? Yep. Madison, Wisconsin, in the house, in the creek. Zach is on his second day with his brand new sluice. And me, I'm on my second day with my brand new sluice. But we're not new to the game by any means. I guess in the big picture we are. But I don't have an indicator, Matt. So I'm just counting on this first few inches here. And you can see some speckles, little freckle-sized speckles in there. I can't get close enough to actually look and point them out. I will say there's one there, there, and there's something over there that I can't see because of the riffle right now. And then this crack really likes to fill up, so further down I went and looked a little bit ago, and it looked pretty good. I have my scoop with, but I left it in the other bag in the truck. I didn't bring as much stuff in today and forgot to check. So I'm using the Folger scoop, and it is working. I also borrowed James' scoop, and it was working well as well, but it's kind of a small scoop, and I need to move more material at a time. So there you can see it running right down. The heavy stuff is dropping in. Zach with some good orange dirt there. My shovel's on some good orange stuff. He's sending nothing but orange down the creek. So we're liking it. We're liking it a lot. Anyhow, guys, I got 1-2 more buckets and that little bit to do, and we can go party at Jason's and get it cleaned up. So I'm gonna shut this down for now. We'll check back with you at camp unless something else cool happens. I am going to test out my new pan in a minute. Maybe I'll video that. Well, I just got done using Jason's cleanup dealie. I bought one. I'm going to take one home. This is today 6 and a little bit buckets. Let me get where the camera wants to work. So I don't know the weight, and I won't know the weight for a while. But there it is. Boy, the glare is terrible, but there we go. Boy. There it is in the super zoom. A little bit of garbage in there, but woohoo! And this is the 2-day total, yesterday and today, on the super zoom. About 20 buckets even, half a yard of dirt to get that much gold. That's pretty impressive. Zach had to wait his turn, but there is his 2-day total. About 8 buckets, maybe 9, somewhere in there. Nice little smile in the pan. Great job, Zach. Great job. Well, it's Sunday morning. Coffee's on. Took a nice hot shower up there. We're going to break camp, get everything packed up, and go head down and hit up the creek for a while. Might leave the kitchen set up till after that so we can come up here and have lunch before we go home. Haven't quite decided yet. But it's going to be a great day. Rained a little bit last night. The weather looks good for today, so it didn't seem like it rained enough to make the creek too high. So we should have a great day in the creek today. Alright, it's Sunday morning. We're walking in for our last trip to the creek over the weekend. Got me and Zach, Zach's girlfriend Rachel, my girlfriend Donna. Okay, maybe she's my wife. But We got everything set up. Oh, most of our stuff is at the creek. If we can get 8 more or 13 more buckets today, we'll have 40 even. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to try. But we'll have some pictures later on of the cleanup and how we did.
Yep.
Alright, we made it to the creek. This is pretty much the hole I was working in this spring last winter. We worked across, we built that whole dam over there over the weekend. And I have been getting almost every shovel that ooey gooey, sticky, doesn't even want to come off the shovel. We've got just about 6 buckets now. Of course, it's easier when you've got an automatic classifier. And after these 6, I'm going to start sluicing. You can see how deep I am. There's only 6 inches of shovel handle sticking out. And it takes quite a bit to get a scoop up. As you can see, that's so sticky, it's hanging off the end. Got that clay, really sticky. That's the stuff grabbing that gold, stopping it from going any further. You gotta wash it off the shovel because it won't just slide off. But I'll come back in a minute when we're sluicing and we'll see what we got. Thank you, Rachel. That sluice is going to eat some dirt today. There's a lot of flow. Not very good. We'll fix that. This one you pretty much can't feed it fast enough. You see a little bit of clay there as it works its way. Exactly what you want to see. It's getting tore up. Looks like I could be a little bit higher over here. gold in that first indicator right before I dumped that. Right dead in the middle there, and it buried in. That was a piece of gold. It was a chunk. Got you on the super zoom, up close and personal. Got a fleck right there. Where did it go? Right there. Couple more as you come across. You can see there's a little bit of glare. I tried to get the light on, see if that helps. Now you got glare from the light. The rest of them are buried in. I did see one big one that looked like it got buried itself down in. It might have been an illusion. But I definitely see a line of gold across there. Up in that very first ripple where all that orange is, you can see pieces all over in there. That's as close as I want to get my phone without washing the lens, so there it is. Nice pattern in the water, good cross hatching, ripples are rippling really good. We've got a pretty good amount of drop. Runs right off, you can kind of see. Just enough to make it work really well. It's eating dirt as fast as I can dump scoops to it, so I couldn't be happier with the new 12-inch sluice in the creek. First time we've had it out. Got a lot of grinding and finishing touches to do to make it pretty, but we rushed it to get it here for the weekend, and there it is. I got one bucket left to go, and then Zach's gonna steal my spot here and get his sluice in. What do you get, 4 buckets, buddy? Almost 3? All right. Donna's looking for rocks and agates. She's found some cool ones. There's one of the neat red stripey guys, but that is that. All right, here a couple guys talking in the creek down there. That's where they were finding the big stuff this time. So I'm hoping that now that I finally got in, look, my shovel's in, there's 3 inches of handle sticking out of the creek. So that's where I was getting good stuff, and I'm hoping I've got a little bit in there now. So Started there on Thursday. We worked all the way across both sides of this dam. Got lots of good pay dirt run through, so I'm hoping for a great grand total. So I set up a quick little panning station here with my new pan, and I panned all my cons with this pan, and I got muddy water issues going on and no jet dry, so I plan on taking all of it home. But for a quick pan back just to see how I did, there is a nice little smile. And I know if I snuffered that all up, I can make another one just like it. It's all trapped in there, and so I'll wait till I have better conditions. But yeah, there is one good chunky piece right in there. That is a nice one right in the middle there. So pretty happy. I'm sure there's probably 3-4 times that in there yet, and I'll get a better idea when I get it home. For now, we're gonna pack up. We gotta go break down the rest of camp, have some lunch. We're gonna take a hike in and show Rachel the overlook underlook, and then the 2.5-hour trek for home. It's been a great weekend. The weather's been less than spectacular, but the last 2 days have been great. Little bit of rain last night, nothing real bad. Woke us up for a minute. Camp was pretty dry this morning, and as you can see, the creek wasn't hardly affected at all. So I think this is it. Zach's getting his buckets run through his new 10-inch sluice. Looks like he's loving it. Looks like it's flowing real good for him, so he's been watching me. He's learning something. Did that fit? You have to move the bucket at all, or it fit where mine was?
No, I had to move it up about a foot.
I figured. Mine's really long. So we have a bucket at the end full of rocks, and that is holding because we don't have legs on it.
And I'm just barely catching the tailings there in that bucket.
I see, yeah, you're filling the bucket right up. You gonna carry that out and go through it?
Try it again.
That'll be a solid brick of clay. Alright guys, Donna's picking rocks. I'm going to start packing the cart, getting ready for the hike out of here. Back at camp, that's all that's left to pack up. We're making some quick lunch. Donna and I are getting ours in. Got some watermelon and some steak. They got some brats and some watermelon, and we got some salad. Nice healthy lunch. I'm halfway through mine. Donna's almost done with hers. We got about a half hour to eat and get all this stuff put in the back of the car, and then we're gonna go take a little walk to see the underlook overlook and call it a day. Maybe a stop at the thrift store on the way back. Get out and walk around a little bit, stretch the legs back out. It's halfway home. Works out perfect. So, burning them up nicely.
Yeah.
Had to get one of the Quick Trip watermelons, the little mini watermelons. These are so good. But I'm going to enjoy this with the rest of my meal. See you guys soon. Alright, finally got myself a micro cleanup sluice from the Flower Gold Wizard Extraordinaire. Looky there, Flower Gold Wizards. I got to use one of these, try before you buy, over the weekend. This comes so professionally packed. The box, everything is in nice wrapping. It comes with a nice little write-up about the gist of the thing and the YouTube channel and the Patreon page, and then full color instructions with where to glue, how to glue. It even tells you how to get the CA glue or the super glue off of your fingers after you glue them together. I am not going to use this super cool packet of super glue with, I will probably grab the Q-tips out of there to help smooth it out. But I am going to use my CA glue, which is essentially super glue. I have a thin and a thick. I'm going to try the medium. If I don't like the way the medium is flowing, I'll probably go up to the thick. But this is my ring making station, so I have just enough flat table to assemble, and all my other tools are here should I need something. So I have a little bit of an advantage, and I'm going to try to do this without gluing my fingers and without gluing the sluice to the table. So I'll let you know how it goes as I do it.
Well, the medium glue was the trick. That nice fine point tip was great. A little bit of squeeze out in that joint, a little bit of squeeze out in that joint. And I got the numbers 1, 4, 6, 2. No, I'm kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like it's supposed to be. So it is ready to rock. And maybe after I've had this together for a couple of days, I will try my CA debonder, which will let me clean that trench back out and get that squeeze out of there. But I don't think it's going to make a difference at all, as long as I let it dry before I send the gold down. And now I've got to go make a makeshift speed controller until my speed controller gets here, and run the last of my cons from Saturday or Sunday so I can get my grand total. Thanks for checking it out. If you don't already have a micro gold sluice from the Flower Gold Wizard, you need to get on his page and get one. I don't exactly know what you just go to the YouTube and send him a message, or do his Patreon. Flower Gold Wizards membership at patreon.com, right there. And then you can message him after you became a member, and he'll tell you where to go to get one of these ordered up. Thank you much. All right, that part is beautiful. I did have to make an adapter because the Flower Gold Wizard's hose must be bigger than mine. You know, genetics or something, I'm sure. And then we've got the headlight switch from an 81 Dodge, giving us our variable speed. There she is, cranked way up, and there all the way back down. And that still wasn't slow enough, so we added a resistor from the ignition coil on my old bolt, which drops another 2 volts out, I believe. So we're ready. Jason, I really need my speed controller. Please send me one. He was out of stock when I bought this, so I said I paid for it, and I said mail me one. So he just got home Sunday. I'm sure it's going to be in the mail this week, but this is going to work for tonight. It could be just a little faster than you'd like to see, but that's plenty fine. Plenty fine. We're good enough. First scoop going in. You see gold already? As long as we don't see gold down here, we're doing good. Oh, there is a piece right there too. Look at that. First blood right there. Woohoo! See you in a bit. Alright, all of my cons from Sunday are in there, and look at that nice pile of gold popping up. I see a little bit, like there's a piece, but I looked down here and I didn't really see any gold where you don't want to see gold. So far I think I'm doing it right. I am letting it run right now. And I believe this is the point where you start stepping it up a little bit. A little bit more water to help bury that gold in. And wash some more of the black sands away. And here you are watching me crank it up. And you should see that more gold look like it's appearing as the black sands get washed away. I got an amazing lesson on how to run this from Jason firsthand. So we'll just keep cranking it up, and I'll show you the final results in a minute here. Alright, that's my first run through. I am going to rerun it one more time just to check my tailings. But that looks like a pretty decent amount so far. This was a 6 bucket run. Nothing real monstrous for pieces in there. A couple of them get honorable mention. But I'm not too happy or unhappy with that. But I definitely want to make sure nothing's in my tailings. We'll look right now. So I ran it all through one more time. And yeah, I lost a little bit. But, I mean, I didn't lose it. It was all in that pan. I got it back. So we'll get that snuffered up. I might just quick pan my tailings just to check them out. But we'll do a snuffer dump in a second here. Alright, I've checked and checked and checked again. I found quite a few decent sized pieces were actually stuck in the cleanup sluice. So I gave it a good rinsing and I got them back. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. That's a 6 bucket total from Sunday. I'm going to add them all together and show you the whole weekend right now. But this is what I did on Sunday. I'm about to do a snuffer dump. So there is my Sunday total. 6 buckets worth. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm about to put them all together and we'll get a grand total look. Alright, there it is. About 26 buckets in total. There's a few stragglers down low. The majority of it is right there. Some nice pieces in there. Nothing super big like Jason found. That one there gets an honorable mention. That's a nice guy. I can't be happier. My back could be a little bit happier, but the rest of me feels really good. What a great weekend with everybody. Thank you for everybody that's watched the video all the way through. Thank you, Jason. And Glacial Gold Hunter Lucas, what an amazing guy he is as well. And I can't wait to get out and dig some more. We'll get my finger in there just for scale. Right there. And you can see where I cut the skin off my finger at work today. That was great. But yeah, that is a decent amount. Happy. I might even dry it and weigh it just to get a real true measurement later on.